What is the meaning of this? Who let them in here?
They're here because I vouched for them.
Marius, you're alive.
There were rumors you died, Marius. We mourned you. You shouldn't have returned.
I trust you came back to us for good reason. I doubt that. There isn't an inch of this land the Wardens do not patrol, day and night. If the Stilgarroth were here, we would know.
And if they are here, let them come. Solus has stood against worse threats for hundreds of years.
They destroyed a city full of animancers. If they come for solace, even these ancient walls won't save you. If that's all you'll do, you might as well not do anything.
Although I wonder why we should bother trusting you. We heard that you were responsible for a great many deaths in Shatterscarp. Give me a reason to tolerate you for even a second longer. Indeed. But you've brought us news. Now I'm curious. What do you expect us to do for you, hmm? It sounds like you have something in mind.
There is no dream scourge in Galawain's tusks.
Nor has there ever been. We have no special magic here, and few scholars. It is the spirit of Nandru, our founder, that shields us. Loudly rings his name.
So it is believed, at any rate.
Your cynicism shames you, Kostya, and shames Nandru's sacred halls. When Nandru walked beneath the keep to meet the gods and disappeared into its depths, he knew what dangers would come for us. He left his wardens to protect us. How can I trust an Adiran to truthfully report the state of the land beyond our borders?
These are unusual times, Mihala. Regrettably, I must confirm the envoy's tale. Our messengers have heard as much from Paradis, Fior, Thirdborn. Perhaps we have only been lucky. What if Nandru's aegis no longer protects us?
I do not believe it, but I am not unmoved by the stories we have heard from the other settlements. You say you mean to end this plague of madness, envoy? There is no path.
Nor has there been for hundreds of years. There was a bridge once, but it fell in Nandru's time. How do you know of our garden, envoy?
The garden is our sacred purpose, its observation and protection a task handed to us by Nandru himself. He once wrote that the island spoke to him, perhaps as it has spoken to you.
The envoy does bear a remarkable resemblance to our founder, does she not?
The markings on your face, I recognized them. But I didn't want to believe an Adiran could have anything in common with Nandru. Enough. I know you Outlanders to be audacious, but claiming you read the lost journal of our founder, there are no words. If Nandru ever wrote such a thing, do you think the Pargrunen would forget it? Would the living archives misplace such an artifact? We did not lie to you. The bridge has fallen. The path is long gone.
If there is another way, envoy, you will have to discover it yourself. But I fear you will be disappointed.
It has and always will be our duty to watch over the garden. Even if we knew of the potential of another path, we couldn't tell you. Your facial markings might be similar to Nandru's, but we will not change our ways for an accident of flesh and cartilage. You are an outsider and will remain one forever. The agent of an empire bent on destroying all that we have built. Envoy, you and those like you are why we are here. The Wardens exist to stand in your way.
However noble you may believe your purpose, it is yours alone.
It's mine, too.
You have no more standing in these halls than the Envoy does, Marius. We have no obligation, and indeed, no inclination to help you. I would expect nothing less from someone like yourself.
Goodbye, Envoy. Kostya, see the Envoy out of our halls. Enough time has been wasted on inconsequential matters.
With all due haste, Mihala.
And Marius, don't stay gone so long next time.
If this is the kind of warm welcome I can expect, I can't wait to come back.
Follow me, Envoy.
We should have a chat with Mihala. See if the name Petru sets her on edge.
Envoy. I just wanted a word before you went on your way. I wanted to apologize for what happened in the council chamber. The situation here is desperate. We have more mouths than food. The old sicken. The young suffer. But Mihala, well, she's a devoted warden to her core. I think she'd rather we starve than ask for help. Of course. Our people starve and grow ill. And it's all because Mihala insists duty to the dead means more than the living. She won't let our people leave, or speak with outsiders, or trade for the resources we need. There is no reasoning with her. Anything that doesn't strictly serve our oath to Nandru is treason of the highest order. It's why I play my part where she can see. I don't want to risk her wrath. It is. I understand, Mihala, but principles won't keep your people fed and safe. Neither our oaths nor this keep will prevent our people from starving. Change must happen. We need to leave the keep. Do you understand me? The keep decays, and we drown in a rot. The wardens defend a corpse against that which would revive it. We will not last here much longer. Not without food, building materials, medical supplies. I let Nadiran trade caravans slip past our patrols, but that's hardly enough. We need so much more. All of which your ambassador in Paradis could provide. If I could only start the conversation. Information. You're looking for another path to the garden. I don't know if there is one, but I know who might. You were right, you know. The Stilgarot are in the mines at Mount Forja, looking for the garden even as we speak. If they haven't found what you're looking for, they will soon. I hear their commander is a determined woman. Go then. Seek the Stilgarot. Seek the garden. I want you to get what you want, Envoy. My hope is that you don't kill the Inquisitor before I get what I want too. I would never ask you not to defend yourself, Envoy. In any case, the Stilgarot are at the Mount Forja mines. To get there, head west across the primordial depths. Do as you will. I believe the Pargrunen and the Adirians can forge a mutually beneficial alliance. That will not happen if there is unnecessary bloodshed. Also, well, if you happen to head north, you might pass by the Living Archives, a monastery dedicated to preserving our history. The monastery hasn't been in touch in days, and I can't spare a warden to check on them. Oh, please, look in on them, if you can.
Right, I get it. He wants us to run his errands.
I do, Marius, because I trust you. And by extension, I trust the Envoy. Is that so outrageous? You were missed here. Whatever the front I put forward may have led you to believe.
You have a funny way of showing it.
I wouldn't ask if it wasn't serious, Envoy. It is definitely a possibility. The Living Archives contain centuries of knowledge. I wouldn't be surprised if there were clues to the garden's location in there somewhere. But I'm afraid I don't know for sure. I understand. Good luck on your search for the garden, Envoy. I suspect you will need every ounce of it.
Sorry, Jude.
Greetings. What can...
An outlander.
The food is... Food in Solace Keep is barely fit for a
I
peak.
think that's real.
My gods, they're killing us!
Here we go. Coming from the right.
Worth and rust!
That's over.
Who are you, Spirit? The plague's corrupted the rest of us. The Steel Garrote. Our minds. Broken. I won't let it take me. I'll keep my sanity. You're... not real! You can't be. No! Go away, Spirit!
The trap cuts. The fox cries at the pain of the justice of the wild.
Go away. Oh, I know you're not real. My soul is mine. Mine! It will not be despoiled. What was that prayer Ludwig taught us to banish the visions? Fearsome Wudica. Oh, God, it's still there. I see the canopy of it.
Oh no, the poor dear. I don't think he can be helped. I just mean that we're running low on options.
No! No! My soul is my own!
Take him down.
Big mistake! I hear volcanoes have all sorts of pretty flowers growing around them. I'd love some for my hair.
Must maintain.
Get off me! There's nothing. Patience, dearie.
Gotcha.
I have the shot.
Suck us some steel glue and slaughtered them and left them to rot. I say we paid them in kind.
E aí, Xavier, boa noite.
job, everyone.
If you like. Please help me.
That even hurt them?
One moment.
Thank you. I don't know. They caught me. They said they had questions.
Looks like the Dream Scourge has come to the Tusks.
Please. There is a friend of mine hiding in the summit. You have to help me before it's too late.
He's got company!
E Minotauro, boa noite. Já joguei esse Hogwarts Legacy. Zerei em live também.
That's that. We'll need another way through.
Mas tem que jogar o que você gosta, né? Às vezes a gente não quer jogar os jogos aí famosos. O jogo aqui tá muito bom. Notal. Só não sei se ele vai lançar pra PlayStation. Não é que eu tô viciado, é que eu pego um jogo e eu vou até o final, como qualquer outro. Esse daqui, tô fazendo a mesma coisa. Tipo, se eu começar um jogo amanhã diferente, eu vou jogar ele até zerar. Depois desse daqui, eu vou começar outro, eu vou até zerar. Mas ele é um bom jogo, eu gostei. Eu não sei qual eu vou começar depois desse. Eu queria começar o Assassin's Creed, mas o Assassin's Creed só lança dia 20. Eu não sei se eu vou começar outro. Tem que começar algum jogo curto pra dar tempo de zerar até o Assassin's Creed lançar, né? Eu não sei. Me fala um jogo curto aí que você zerou que é bem... que é legal e é curto. Isso aqui eu tenho 30 e alguma coisa horas, deixa eu ver. Ó, tem um dia e 12 horas. Um dia é 24 horas. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. 36 horas tenho desse jogo aqui já.
steel garrote left all this behind without packing up. He must have left in a hurry.
These are Pargronen books. Just beautiful, and wasted on the steel garrote.
They circled Solace Keep on the map. Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
You'd need powerful magic to hide something like that. And I don't think Solace has any spare archmages running around.
I suppose it's possible the path to the garden is under the keep. You have no idea.
Someone had to tell them.
Doesn't matter. A steel garrote getting to the garden cannot be a good thing.
Nothing will keep them safer than taking out the steel garrote.
Whether they realize it or not.
Hoje joguei um jogo online de tiro free. Tava 2 gringos no mesmo lobby. E eu. Os caras tava se xingando de tudo quanto é nome. Se você mora aí nos Estados Unidos, né, você só vai jogar com os gringos. Porque o servidor é aí. Aqui no BR é difícil encontrar gringo quando você joga algum jogo online. Só se não tiver ninguém jogando online aqui e tiver só gringo jogando, aí vai pros gringos. Mas o ping fica ruim. O ping fica 150, 200. Aí você só joga com gringo, né? É meio difícil você jogar com BR. Acho que você não joga com BR faz muito tempo, né? Você jogar com BR, algum ping vai ficar ruim, ou do cara que você tá jogando, ou o seu. Aí é ruim jogar com ping alto. Tipo, se tu jogar um jogo de corrida com ping alto, é bem diferente de jogar com ping bom.
She defiles our ground. Murderer, she is near.
Acho que eu vou lutar contra algum boss agora, hein?
You will go no further. The garden is under our protection.
And who is going to stop me? The time has come to take the garden.
Wardens will never...
Yesterday, this island suffered in the grip of its own madness. Today, the living lands unites under one flag. One people. One law. One true God.
No! Never again!
We see you.
Turned into dream.
Out.
Fala, Ale, boa noite. Zerando já? Não sei, Ale. Não sei dizer. Eu não olhei. Eu não olhei se eu estou zerando.
So here you are. Sapadal coaxed you toward the garden, a spider luring a fly to the safety of the web.
Who spins? Who rides? She weaves a trap of steel.
Look at my paladin's envoy. Look what your god has done to us. I should have realized it sooner. The Dream Scourge is Sapadal's weapon. A cudgel to drive us out of the living lands. Then Sapadal's danger is only outmatched by their unpredictability. What a pair we make, envoy. Proxies in a war between gods. Your patron versus my faith. A war that ends here and now. The choice is ours. Do we trust our own judgment? Or do we gamble it all on the monster whispering in your ear? Keep your promise to the Emperor. Cut the Dream Scourge off at the root. Permanently.
No!
No matter where we turn, we find the consequences of Sapadal. Plague. Blight. Madness. The living lands hangs by a thread because mortals cannot live in the shadow of a god, much less one that's lost its mind.
We were fine living at the whim of a sleeping god until you came along and woke it up.
Well, this god was quite pleasant up until your steel garrote came in and started setting things on fire.
You and I alone can save the living lands by destroying the unending madness that is Sapadal.
Break the bars!
Right. We definitely all had input on that decision.
Oh, that's a big decision. Can't we just talk to them first?
I knew it might come to this. Sapadal has a stronger claim on you than we ever did. Still, I had hoped your wisdom would prevail, if not your loyalty. What a shame to destroy so much potential. She already knows.
Vou lutar contra ela, hein?
Don't you feel
Será que eu vou ganhar?
eyes on you? Prepare yourself for the beyond.
Não sei se eu vou ganhar não, hein? Essa mulher é muito forte. Ela é uma caveira, né? Mas ela é uma mulher. Nossa, matei. Ó, fácil. Tô muito forte, cara. Tô muito forte. Tô muito forte, cara. Destruí ela muito rápido.
Take that! That'll teach the steel garrote to mess with us. Oh, but she is a death guard. Maybe she won't stay dead.
The garden lit up and everyone changed. I hate to say it, but maybe Ludwig is right about Sapadal and the Dream Scourge. I really need to lie down. Just for a minute.
Eu vi um...
The venom drowns us. Save us, please.
Eu vi uma live, o cara matando ela. O cara passou mal nela. Já eu matei ela muito rápido, cara. Ó, tanto de item que ela me deu. Ter a mulher, fácil, fácil.
Touch the other. Feel our voice. They stand outside our prison. We rattle the bars they do not hear. We scream. They do not answer. Truth! Truth! We are in agony! They come, a surging flood of parasites. They destroy us bite by bite. They eat us alive. Out! Let us out! Set us free! It is never over. New steel treads upon the ashes of the old. The light stands in the midst, the old light. It blinds us. Send it away. It hurts. It has always hurt this way. And our pain spreads, and the rot spreads. The plague grows. Not lying, no. We did not remember. We feared your judgment. We did not want to remember. We were nothing once, and then we were. As we woke to the world, we reached out and we found them, the other gods. We thought they would love us, but they flinched from us like we were a flame. The charred queen called us an abomination. We tore chasms in the land and boiled its rivers to stop her magfolk, to save our people. How could we have known how fragile their bodies were? She hurt us, killed those who loved us. She wanted us gone, forgotten, destroyed utterly. We do not know. We do not comprehend. We were new to the world, and it to us. Yet she made it our sin. She who caged us. She who called us monster. We thrash and the affliction rises. We scream and the rot spreads. We did not intend to lie. You close your ears. We try to clear the mist. They hurt us. We hurt them back. We hurt them again, again, again. We dreamed of green shoots, roses without thorns to prick. The vines of the past strangle us. Help us. We are alone. We cause it, but it is not our way. We will make this better. We promise. Help us. Release us. Then the rot ends. Bare the throat. This time will be different. We promise. Free us. All will be well. We give you another sliver of our power, a piece of us. Do you accept? The parasites who trapped us left a door in the garden's wall. Reach it, and you can set us free. Let us aid you once more. We grant you our power. Find the wall of the valley across the acid sea. It cups our prison in its palm. It waits. We wait. Free us. End our suffering.
Worry in the back!
They climb the mountains and they live See you! The invader hurts sometimes!
In the shadows! You tear it apart!
That's all of them. Arms up! They're behind you.
Big mistake! On your right, dear.
Disturbs us! Fear in the eye!
Outlander, may gods help me. The archives. Oh my gods. Oh, thank the gods. Head north along the main road. Look for Grigor. He'll know what you need.
We must leave.
We can't. You know we can't. They were sick.
Outsider.
Will.
Outlanders! You! By the gods! Deliver us! They've gone mad. The archives! My monks are tearing our books up. I've lost my monks and most of our books. But the Book of Oaths and the Book of the Before. Gods bless you. And the Book of the Before should be in the main. Now go, please.
Take them to the earth!
Eckworth and Roth! Quack 10!
We'll get them next time, dear.
Eckworth and Roth!
What a marvel. The scholars in Ishamatu would salivate at the chance to use a telescope like that.
Right behind you.
Take him down.
We've got company!
Eckworth and Roth!
You're a blessing, Envoy. Thank you. Yes, thank you. But I need a book. Once I have it, I can get out. It's called the Book of... He what? Oh, no. Please. Oh, I read it often when I first became a monk. It inspired me. Besides, no one else read it. No one would notice it missing. Please, just find it and bring it back. It should be somewhere in the archives proper. I'll make it worth your while. I'll be here when you've got it.
She sounds desperate. No way she's not up to something.
I think worth and rot!
Who goes down?
I think worth and rot! I think worth and rot!
Envoy! A lot. If I can make it out of here with that book. Come on, do you have it or not?
Kamayo.
Oh, thank the... Find me in Solace when this blows over.
She's just going to sell whatever you give her. History and tradition mean nothing to her.
You gave it to Dolna. That's, I'll claim it back for...
We've got company!
Here we go. We need to leave.
I don't like the way that lava is ready.
Watch yourself, Outlander. Keep renewing.
Everyone, please, do not panic. Simply exit.
Oh, Marius! Praise Abaddon!
What's happening? Why is everyone running around like blessed fools?
The volcano erupted. Any minute now, we're going to be flooded. When Forja erupted, I thought... Oh, my boy. I'm so glad you're alive. Unless you have come back to help us, Envoy, I don't have time for you. We're minutes away from being overrun by lava flows. You must leave now! We told you, we don't know, and this is hardly the time to be asking.
Tell that to the Steel Garrote. They found a way to the garden, and it's somewhere beneath the keep. They were about to storm your gates when the volcano erupted.
They're all dead, by the way. You're welcome.
The Steel Garrote were marching on the keep? How? Why would they think the garden was beneath Solace? How could they when we didn't even know they were here? Kostya's scouts would have seen them and they didn't report. You weren't lying then. He was. Good God.
Could Kostya have told the Steel Garrote about another entrance to the garden?
No. If such a thing existed... I can't believe it. He wouldn't. We took an oath to Nandru. The garden was our sacred duty, and he betrayed us. I can't believe I didn't see this coming. I was a fool. I have failed my duties. Kostya. I knew he was making overtures, but I didn't think he'd go that far. The ambassador has not responded to Kostya's overtures, has he? I made sure of that when I threw the ambassador's replies in the forge fire. I understand how Kostya could be tempted by false notions of freedom and prosperity, but... An oath cannot change. A duty should not change. I can't believe Kostya handed the Steel Garrote a secret we protected for hundreds of years. Fuitumeyu. Who knows what he'll do with the sluice gates? He cares so little for the keep that I worry he's going to have us drowning in lava. I will. Abaddon stay my tongue if I betray him, but I will. I will show you where Kostya has gone. If you find that he's doing anything other than opening the gates that would protect our home from the lava, I would ask that you stop him.
Mihala.
I do not wish to see him dead, but if he would risk the keep, then he risks our lives. We cannot suffer those who would harm us to live. Now I must return to the evacuation. And you must go on your way. If your arrival is indeed a message from Nandru, I hope he remembers his people well. I hope he is proud of us. Marius, make it back to us in one piece.
I assume that's an order, Commandant?
Head through the door in the smithy. You'll find Kostya in the lava tubes beneath the keep. Go now, and go with the gods.
Outside, what can...
Went through this door.
I know a few mycologists who could die happy here. Anything this beautiful is usually poisonous. Let's keep moving.
Magma's getting awfully high. Might want to hurry.
Let's go.
We got them all.
10!
These poor children. Kostya must be behind this. Let's hurry.
Be sick! Whack 10!
Voices silenced.
Kostya is going to start without us if we don't get a move on, dearie.
They wound us, and we wound in return.
Here we go. One moment.
Worth and Roth! 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 Behind Worth and Roth!
and wrath!
Nice work. Kostya doesn't care who dies. Korba must be stopped.
Ah, worth and wrath!
Here they come.
Oh, big mistake! We're in a bit of a rush on this. Not most weapons. You just need a moment, dear.
Seek!
Watch this.
One moment.
Ihaise! Seek!
Cost you knew about this, he'd be selling tickets.
I'd come across references to this before. Nothing could have prepared me.
Two.
Daylight. Essence we have not felt in centuries. No. It cannot be.
My sister, soul of my soul, how did you find me here? A god beyond the grasp of gods. What is the wheel to a man subject to one like them? I told Sabadal not to look for me. I did not wish to be found. I have been here for so long. My memories are tattered. They fall apart when I look too long at them. There was a man called Nandru once, beloved of a terrible god. I remember it all. I feel Sabadal's mind beneath yours, swimming in the deep. You should run. A child keeps a beetle in a jar. He does not know the beetle requires air, sustenance, freedom. He does not understand that if it shakes the jar, pulls off a wing, the beetle will be hurt. The child only wants to keep the beetle. It feels good to have control. We are both souls in a jar. Yours is just bigger than mine for now. No. Nor will they here, where we are blessedly invisible to them. I pray my soul disintegrates to dust, to tatters. I pray my soul is lost and never found again. True death will be a relief, if it at last allows me to know silence. That was the name they gave themselves, stolen from the ancient souls whose deaths gave rise to them, to us. We were little more than appendages to them. That is why I must ask you to destroy them. They shield you from the truth of what they are. The Dream Scourge has existed as long as they have. Don't you see? It is their infection. You, my sister, who are more brave than I, go now to the garden and hang the gardener from their tree. You need only walk a little more. You are nearly at the end. You know, I always meant to die down here. To siphon my soul into a lonely pillar, disconnected from the stone that makes our world. Disconnected from them. I only hope that Sapadal releases you to the same long peace. It is only a door, carved and warded by my own rough hands. It knew me. It will know you, because the same thorn tears at us both. I do not know my end. In that I find a peace beyond any even the true gods can dream of. Do not thank me. Only do as I asked. Destroy them, sister. And when you see Boudica, tell her I said hello.
Envoy, you alright? We lost you there for a bit, but not like before.
Another day, another chat with Sumadra. Though this one seemed to be So, do we have a plan for Kostya once we find him?
Kostya's already proven himself an enemy of Solus. What do you choose to do with him after we stop him?
Finally! We found the gates! Quick, let's find Kostya.
Lava's rising. We have to stop this now.
Good. You're here. Help me destroy this winch. We can't risk someone turning it and opening the gates. If the keep falls so that we might live, so be it. Envoy, I'm astonished. Of course, I wondered if I'd see you again, but I thought it might be at the tip of your blade. Safe travels to the garden. You'll find your entrance just past this door. I suspect you're the only one aside from Nandru who can open it.
E a ler, não sei, cara. Não sei se falta muito. Sim.
Solus is safe. Thank the gods.
Did the keep look as... confining before?
That it?
The keep is beautiful. Like a gilded cage. Someone's eager to meet us. Back off!
What is complaining about the lack of ingredients?
I've never been happier.
I told you. I knew that appearance was a blessing. We're alive! We're alive! Yes!
I still can't believe that sucker subject.
What happened, Adirin? Is everyone all right? Thank you. I cannot explain how afraid I was for my people and our home. Perhaps so. Either way, I understand now the nature of my errors. It will not happen again. Here. I once was this artifact's custodian, but I failed in protecting the keep. This belongs to one who has proven capable of guarding my people. I wish so much that things had gone differently. Marius, could I speak to you?
Right, did she just ask that? Or am I having another nightmare? Good. Let's save the hugs and tears for another time. Okay, let's hear it.
I'm so glad you're safe and that you're surrounded by good people.
All right. Waiting for the but?
There's no but waiting. That's all I wanted to say. Truly. I am genuinely happy you found friendship, Marius. You always deserved more than the world gave you. That's all I wanted to say.
Well, you've always given me more than I deserved.
It was a true thing.
Boa noite, Augusto. Como você tá?
Closer. We have waited so long.
Eita, tô no final, hein, galera, ó. Apareceu a mensagem de jogo final. Acho que dá pra zerar hoje. Entre no jardim. Você não poderá retornar quando entrar no jardim. Deseja continuar? Bora.
I feel crazy saying this, but Kostya was right. We should have let Solace Keep fall.
Crazy is one word for it. You really think you can just burn down someone's ancestral home?
Dearie, the keep isn't a home. It's a prison. And now the Pargrunen will never escape.
Solace is my home. I still don't get why any of you feel like you have a say in this.
But you left.
Because I chose to. Kostya doesn't get to make that decision for everybody.
If Kostya doesn't, Mihala will.
Oi, Jenny. Obrigado pela raid. Sejam todos bem-vindos aí que veio da Jenny. Como você tá, Jenny? Tudo bom? Boa noite. E como foi a live lá? Tava jogando o quê? Link da Jenny. Fala, tio Japa. Seja bem-vindo aí. Tô no final do jogo aqui, ó. Zerando o Avowed. Quem já viu esse game aí? Cheguei na última missão. Bora zerar. Terminou com Lies of P? Aí sim, hein? Parabéns. Jogo difícil. Ah, você quer jogar esse game aqui? Avowed? Então cuidado aí, que eu tô na última missão. Você vai tomar spoiler mesmo. Recomendo não ver. Mas tá jogando? Entendi. Eu gostei bastante do jogo. Muito bom esse jogo aqui.
Civilization, as we know it, hasn't existed in the living lands for very long. We need to preserve what history we have.
Obrigado, Jenny.
Darling, you know I hate to think of losing all of that history more than anyone. But think of what they could have gained. Maxim left the Republics, and it allowed animancers in Fior to thrive.
Destroying our home is not starting something new.
You really think everyone in Solace is there willingly? If anything, I imagine Mihala and her traditionalists will only make it harder to leave now.
Notauro. Tô jogando por assinatura, mano. Isso, tô jogando no Game Pass PC. Quem quer jogar esse game aqui, recomendo assinar o Game Pass. Eu vi, Augusto, você não comprou a TV? Que pena, mano. Era pra sua mãe a TV, não é? Você já comprou uma pra você e a outra é pra sua mãe. Depois você compra pra sua mãe, então. Esse cara aparece com o Avatar mesmo.
You know your own mind. There's something to be said for that.
True. And you've a date with the gods soon. We can only hope that you'll make better decisions.
And that's not all. Not to spoil the moment with good news, but I doubt the rest of the island has been quiet while we've been looking for the garden. Things have only gotten more tense since Fior, and the Steel Garrote probably hasn't been doing us any favors on that front.
Especially when they're led by a woman who doesn't seem interested in staying dead. Not to mention, after we take care of the Envoy's little god problem, we'll still have an empire bearing down on us.
Who knew an Archmage could be so relatable?
Can't say I'm too excited about just walking into the garden. I grew up learning I needed to protect that place, but it never felt like more than a children's tale to me.
I hear ya. This island is weird enough when all we have to worry about are vengeful plans and soul-altering corruption.
Am I the only one who's looking forward to the garden? We're pioneers, stepping into the great unknown, a land of mystery.
We have to remember to love them in spite of their lack of proper enthusiasm, dearie.
That's the spirit. And funny you should mention it. I have a theory about the garden. Or a warning, depending on how you want to look at it. Sapadal has been imprisoned a long time. The garden will be a reflection of their dreams, their nightmares, their madness.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw visions or hallucinations, and not even the fun kind.
About that, before we go any further, I have to ask you something. You told the Inquisitor that you intend to free Sappadal, set them loose upon the world. Is that still the plan?
PlayStation coloca vários jogos de promoção, mas não colocam Nicoderico. Gostei do joguinho. Nicoderico é aquele de plataforma? Esse daí eu também quero, o Minotauro. Deve ser bem legal. Pretendo trazer ele em live. O ruim do PlayStation é que os jogos, mesmo em promoção, é muito caro. Na Steam, o Nicoderico fica bem baratinho em promoção. Aqui chegou a R$50. Aí vale muito a pena na Steam. Mas no PlayStation eu não sei quanto fica em promoção. Deve ficar uns, sei lá, R$100, 150, sei lá.
You're as unpredictable as ever. Not that I disapprove. Sappadal is responsible for the spiritual health of the living lands, and the island has suffered for it. No matter what the Inquisitor said, I don't believe there's a right or wrong choice to make here. Just the one you believe in. Just one. Remember, we're stepping into a realm that is both physical and spiritual in nature. If you can call it nature. There's no telling how long we'll be gone. For all we know, time could run backwards in the garden.
Ô Ale, dá uma olhada nesse jogo que ele falou aí, ó. Você vai gostar muito também, Ale. É o estilo que você gosta. Isso, qual é o nome do jogo mesmo? É Nicoderico. É tipo um leãozinho. Tipo Ori. Recomendem a ler. Você vai gostar muito. Eu já vi. Eu tenho ele lá na Steam na lista de desejos.
Not a chance. We're a crew now, so you're stuck with me until the end. Marius?
I told you I'd be with you till the end. I don't go back on my promises. What about you, Giada?
You're not going into the garden without me. I have to see this with my own eyes. Yatsli, if you feel like running back to Quilici, now would be the time. No one would think less of you.
And tell Quilici that I missed out on the most exciting part.
Fair weather or foul?
I plan on wandering the garden whether I'm traveling with you or not. I have to find out what the big deal is.
Agreed. I'm not waiting in camp while the rest of you have all the fun. Hope to see you out there, Marius.
Well, let's go then. We can't keep your god waiting.
Entre no jardim. Eu tô mó curioso pra ver como é esse jardim também.
Did that artifact get...
Do you...
Tô mó curioso, cara. Ó, peguei um novo totem aqui. Vamos ver o que ele faz, ó. Dá acerto críticos, causa alto acúmulo de sangramento. Mais 2 de poder, mais 2 de constituição. Matar o inimigo aumenta sua velocidade de movimento em 20% por 10 segundos. Legal esse poder aqui, hein? Só que eu tô usando esse aqui, ó. Esse daqui faz o que, ó? Acerto crítico causa alto acúmulo de aleatório, recupera fôlego, conjura engueirando pelo além, Ativar uma habilidade de nível 15 ou 20 concede mais 5% de redução de dano por 10 segundos. Mais 2 de intelecto, mais 2 de percepção. Isso aqui falta pegar os outros aqui, ó. Acho que eu vou usar esse aqui. Ver o que dá pra melhorar aqui, né? Vou melhorar o máximo que eu puder minhas coisas. Pra não sofrer no boss final. Motrão não sofrer, né? Eu vou desmontar algumas armas minhas aqui, ó. Vou desmontar algumas armas. É, porque eu acho que não tá em promoção. E não é caro não, Ale. R$92. Cara, é um jogo de R$250, não é não? PP chamado Hydra é igual a Steam, porém é Xing. Sim, você já falou sobre isso aí. Só que eu não uso isso não. Nem quero. Sangrento. Pele de dragão. Nossa, dá pra criar muitos. Criar 5 aqui pra ver. Pele de dragão. Nossa. Criar 5 também. Preciso de pele de dragão. Preciso de... doze. Pele de dragão. Ih, não vai dar. Não. Ixi, faltou 2 peles de dragão, mano. Sacanagem.
That meeting of the Solace Council did not go as planned.
It was a whole lot of exactly what I expected. Honestly.
Fala, Marcelos. Boa noite. Seja bem-vindo, Marcelos. Tô zerando o jogo aqui. Tô na missão final. Como você tá, Marcelos?
So, half our debates are solid. It doesn't resolve our feuds, but it does make them more entertaining.
Do you think there's hope for the Council?
Tá tranquilão. Valeu por comparecer.
Going this way.
Upei. Que beleza. Vou colocar aqui. Inimigos próximos da área de explosão sofrem a mesma quantidade de dano de ataque original. Isso é bom, hein? Tô mó curioso pra saber quem esse Sapadal é. Esse deus que fala toda hora no jogo.
Gods, this is the place.
I think we've found Sapadal's home.
Sapadal. É o Wesley? Como assim Wesley? Não entendi isso. Mas o que tem a ver o Wesley safadão? Não entendi não. Adão? Eu falei isso? Não entendi não. Tem uns bichos fortão aqui, mano. Eu nubei nesse pensamento que você falou aí, ó. Marcelo. Eu nubei no que você falou. O que eu não entendi foi nada.
I'd give half my ration. I can't get...
What? This is the library from my dreams. It's real? Look at all these tablets. Actual written records. Oh, somebody pinch me. And there's even some wine to read with. Oh, whoever was here last, I would have gotten along well with them.
Eita, o que eu peguei ali? Peguei essa arma aqui. Dá uma salvada aqui, né? Salvar num novo lugar aqui, ó.
I think this is the only way down. After you.
Freak you, man.
Worse than rough! Seek!
Tem mapa? Eita, pô, tem um mapa nesse lugar, mano. Caraca, grandão.
Anything moves, I'm going to jump straight up and start running.
Ah, pô, que é isso, mano? Nunca vi esse bicho, primeira vez. Eita, tem dois! Caralho! Eita porra, morri! Matei um. Ah, porra! Morri, véi! Caraca, o bicho é fortão, mano. Faz tempo que eu não morro no jogo, hein? Pô, tinha matado um, velho. Que sacanagem. Caraca, vou matar esses bichos aí. Cadê ele? Por onde eu fui?
Right. How did I know he'd be jumping into a giant?
Eu fui ele por baixo da... Eu não vou entrar ali, não. Vou lá tentar matar aqueles bichos lá, mano. Caraca, parece os... Já é 9 horas, não sei se vai dar tempo de zerar não, cara. Não posso ficar muito tempo hoje não. Acho que é melhor salvar e zerar amanhã. Só vou tentar matar esses bichos aqui. Entramos no mapa novo, ó. Olha o tamanho do mapa, mano. Muito grande, velho. Fazer tudo dele vai... Ó, pelo jeito a gente veio daqui. Aí a gente vai tá vindo daqui, aí vai vir aqui, aí vai entrar aqui, aí vai vir pra baixo aqui, ó. Aí tem um bocado de coisa pra olhar aqui, aí depois vai vir pra cá, depois entrar aqui, ó. Grande demais, velho. Eu vou matar esses bichos aqui, tentar, né? Eu acho que eu vou salvar. Aí amanhã de manhã eu zero. E aí, Lucas, boa noite. Morrer. Beleza, e você? Vamos ver se eu consigo matar os caras ali. Os gigantescos. Aí eles aqui, ó. Tem dois, eu acho. Deles. Ó, tem um ali. Vem aqui, vem. Vou chamar só um. Nossa, bateu no outro lá. Eita, o outro tá vindo. Escaca. Ó, matei um, pelo menos. Deu outro. Acho que eu buguei ele aqui, porque ele veio até mim, aí ele voltava daqui e ficava indo no cara aqui. Aí ele não vinha até aqui, ó. Ah, buguei o bicho, velho. O bug ajudou o monstrão, meu caro. Vamos abrir a porta ali que ele tava guardando aqui, ó. Ó, esses escudos aqui quer dizer que eu tenho que acender as eletricidade, né? Ó, acendi ali. Tem que acender ali agora. Vamos ver onde vai o cabo. O cabo tá indo pra ali, ó. Ver se chega o raio ali. Aí. Abriu. Espero que tenha um item top pra mim aqui dentro. Vai ter item bom aqui dentro, esperando o mutrão. Eita. E não dá pra abrir não. E tô escutando um baú aqui dentro, hein? Tem baú aqui também. Ó, peguei uma espada, hein?
This place is cruel.
Fale com
Let's find
Kai.
your god, envoy.
Eita, pô.
Tama. No. No. I dealt with this. We stood at his memorial together. What is this, envoy? This is your god's prison, not mine. I can't tell. I can't focus on his face. His features keep blurring, changing. As long as we're both seeing the floating islands and the ghostly tree, I can't blame this on drugs. To be honest, that would be easier. I know it's him, but I don't recognize him as the Tama I knew. It's like he keeps changing in front of me. Does that make sense? Then why does he look so unfamiliar? I used to remember his face so clearly from that night. His rigid jaw, the way his eyes crinkled at the corners. He was in pain, but trying to hide it. I did. You know, it never occurred to me how much he would have hated that. But this Tama's more than that. All his moments at once, joy, sadness, anger, heartbreak, stomachache, everything from the handful of years that I knew him and the decades before we'd met. He's almost a stranger. I'm not. All this time I kept him frozen in his worst moment. When he was suffering and when I failed him. But now that I see him as more, it's like he's free of that. You're right. I am. It's like you said. I was so focused on my shame that I forgot about everyone else who was counting on me. I won't make that mistake again. And we've got farther to go before this is over. We've shared the road together, but in a lot of ways, it still feels like we're strangers. But you've stood by my side through this, which means more than I can say. So whatever comes next, I'll be by yours. Now let's go find this god of yours and end the Dream Scourge. When we reach them, what do you think we'll find? A victim? A villain? It's hard to imagine the Dream Scourge coming from a blameless soul, isn't it? Let's end this. I'll follow your lead, as always. Thank you for facing that with me. Let's go deal with your god.
Vamos que tem mais coisa aqui dentro. Vamos olhar. Com calma. Olhar com calma, não deixar passar nada.
Child's play. That's done.
Ó, abrimos uma energia aqui, ó. Temos que abrir mais duas. É a missão principal. Deixa eu ver. Ali é a missão principal. Não vou pra lá agora não. Quero ver como abre essa porta aqui. E abrimos. Tem aqui pra mim. Caraca, uma lança lendária, ó. Desbravador, corpo a corpo, uma mão única. Eu não uso lança, não adianta nada. Ó, que braba. Dourada, mano. Quem usa lança, ó. Vim aqui pegar ela, vai ser uma ótima arma, hein? Uma sequência de ataque completa causa alto atordoamento a inimigos próximos. Dobra a distância percorrida durante o ataque poderoso. Pena. Vamos voltar aqui. Se tem mais coisas escondidas ali atrás.
What is that? I know that place, right? Oh no. No, no, no. Why is this? They're dead. Like it just happened. Like I remember.
This is the moment I found you, bundled and crying, while our parents died.
Viate. You're not here. You can't be here.
I am dead, Viate, from the Dream Scourge. We are in the garden. As strange as this seems, it is normal here. I can't be certain of that. I know that I am here, and for a purpose.
I have faced this already. Why force me to do it again? Then for the god's sake, what is it? I am exhausted, Viate. I can't take much more of this.
You know where we are. This is my memory. When everyone died, and I found you back in your tent. How much of this do you remember? I can't tell from your eyes.
We dealt with Razvan. He got what was coming to him.
I am better off now than when I was fungus-brained and ready to die. I am part of this land's god now. A dream of the land.
Were you always such a blessed day poet? Or is that a death thing?
Sapadal wants to understand. They know your envoy very well, but not the people next to them.
I have what I needed. We dealt with Razvan. We avenged our parents' deaths.
Then maybe it was I who needed to speak with my Viate. With a clear mind this time. Even when we were children, you kept me alive, first by needing my protection, and then by being who you turned out to be. When you left Solace, it was like I lost more than my best friend. I lost my need to live.
I know. And I'm not sure I'll ever live that down. I don't think I know how.
You've always done everything you could to survive. It's time for you to learn how to live.
So, what do we do now?
They're right, Viate. This lava flows directly between us.
We've both been through so much. But I can see that it's all behind us now. Just another thing we've survived after all this time.
A fine way to put it. More like tolerate, in my case, but... right.
See what I put up with, Envoy? Still wonder why I left Solace?
Get out of here. Hike up your waistline and go talk to a god. They'll be waiting.
Well, it was... good to see you, Viate. Even with all this.
Take care of my little friend, Envoy. He needs you more than he'll say.
Ver se é boa essa luva do andarilho. Ó, uma luva dourada, hein, mano. Nunca peguei uma luva dourada, é a primeira, ó. Todas as minhas luvas são roxa e rosa, né? Rosa, roxa. Vamos ver essa dourada aqui. Aumenta sua chance de acerto crítico em 1%. Acertos críticos têm 15% de chance de prender o inimigo no lugar. Aqui eu estou usando faz o que, ó? Mais 10% de velocidade de conjuração de habilidade. Mais 20% de dano de gelo. Eu não tenho poder de gelo, então acho que vale a pena usar essa aqui mesmo. Se eu tivesse poder de gelo, isso aqui seria ótimo pra mim. Como eu tô usando só raios, acho que é melhor colocar isso aqui, que ganho 2 atributos. Aumenta as chances de acerto crítico. E ao mesmo tempo se eu posso prender o inimigo no chão. Pegamos uma luva bem top, hein? Então a gente viu a história ali do cara, né, do Vic. E também vimos a história aqui do Marius. Não sei se vai ter história dela aqui pelo mapa. O nome dela é Yatzili. O nome dela é difícil de falar. E também tem a história da mulher lá, né? A curandeira que tá comigo. Então são 4 personagens que vão comigo. Eu posso escolher 2 para ir junto comigo, né? Mas na verdade são 4 personagens que vão me ajudando ao decorrer do jogo. Então aqui é o mapa que a gente já foi, né? Ó. A gente já veio por aqui, fez isso tudo aqui. Ainda tem mais coisa, ó. Deve ter vários itens lendários pelo mapa. Eu quero pegar todos. Vou tentar pegar todos, né? Ó, tem uma parte aqui que eu não fui, eu acho. Ó, vou tentar vir aqui agora. Na minha direita. Pra lá. Será que eu fui lá? Não sei nem se dá pra ir pra lá. Deixa eu ver. Ah, lá em cima. Talvez não dê pra ir lá. Você tem como subir ali. Não dá não. Eita, tem outro bichão daquele ali, ó. Será que vai ficar vivo? Acho que esse aqui não tá vivo não. Só se viver aí do nada. Ó, um baú dourado aqui. Ah, só coisa boa, mano. Fazer o upgrade nas armas. Ah, sabia que ele ia ficar vivo.
There's nothing there. Patience, dearie. Sink.
Taking the shot.
Vamos. Só dropa coisa boa, hein, mano. Você tá louco. Pegamos uma roupa bacana aqui, hein? Não sei se é bom pro mago, deixa eu ver. Não dá nenhum atributo diferente. Ó, dá pra fazer upgrade na minha armadura, ó. Fazer depois. Eu gosto de explorar tudo no mapa, mano. Pra lá eu já fui tudo, né? Pra cá não tem como ir. Pra onde eu vou agora? Eu tenho que vir pra cá. Só olhei direito aqui as coisas. Eita! Ô louco, onde eu subi?
You're not used to quiet. Pô, tem um baúzão aqui dourado, mano. E da chave. E a chave? Baú que precisa de chave para abrir? Nunca achei um baú assim. Sarcófago. Chave do sarcófago. Ô louco, onde eu pego essa chave, velho? Agora eu quero. Ah, será que tá com ele? Ah, não tá. Cadê a chave agora?
I
I see the disciple has found her way into the cell.
No. Clarion Steel, we know this voice. Why is she here?
I was unclear last time. I will not repeat my mistake.
Out. Out. Her voice pierces our skin.
Look at this place. A quagmire of your parasite's worst instincts. Can you even begin to grasp the forces that you tamper with? Apparently, I must. The situation is worse than I perceived. Do you think you're special, with your god's thorn in your side? Do you believe you can hold dominion over chaos itself? When even the collective fury of the real gods could only confine the sniveling creature to this wasteland. You suspected. Then you must have understood why.
It is true. She twists the knife. The seas run red with memory.
In time, the gods felt the wretched powers seeping through this land. Its madness would consume us all if it was not contained. Work that sullies one hand meets out justice with the next. A pity that its followers could not be reasoned with. Of course I do. The poor goddess, worshipping the very thing that subsumed them. We could not excise the rot and spare the roots that nourished it. There was none. Utmost chaos calls for unwavering rebuke. A strong censure from one who was not there to witness it.
Why does our prison not protect us? Help us! Silence her!
Listen to its tantrum. It knows neither order nor sense. Adir is the only thing holding back the tide of entropy. Then they will keep applying the rod until it understands. But there is still time. You can succeed where Ludwig failed. Face your false god and end its reign of terror permanently. Your soul, it is tethered to you. Only you can siphon its essence into yourself. Very well. I cannot force a child to bend to my will. But I will not stand by and watch you undo my work. You should have thought more carefully before you broke your oath to the Empire. Let this be a lesson to you.
I have nothing to say. That was insane.
I never thought I'd learn of the Godless's fate from their killer.
Ah, onde a gente saiu, ó? Aqui dentro. A missão lá pra baixo. Ver se eu consigo achar a chave ali dentro. Eu quero aquele baú lá, mano. Vem pra cá. Ó, aqui tem uma porta secreta, ó. Eita! Agora a história da menina aqui, ó, da Jata. Olha lá com ela.
What is the meaning of this? It can't be real. This is an illusion. A joke. Tell me we're both seeing the same thing. I hate it. Why am I cursed to see this again? Why does the memory follow me wherever I go? They have a sick sense of humor. Whoever is responsible, I'm tired of the bullshit. Step forward and answer for yourself, coward.
Godlike of Sapadal, long have we awaited you.
Finally, you've come home.
It's not just me, right? The plants are talking.
Oh my gods. They're alive?
E aí, Madri, boa noite.
How? Where would I even begin?
Giada Castel, welcome.
Wait, you know me? How do you know me?
For centuries, our whispers filled the silence. Then we heard your mother's call.
My mother? You heard her?
She reached out to us, using the tool you now carry.
But that would have been years ago. The first time she used the phantasmal focus. The only time she used it.
We heard, and Sapadal answered, saying in a great voice, "We are here. You have found us."
But when Sapadal speaks, the living lands trembles. The voice of a god can be a terrible thing.
I don't know what to say. What exactly happened to my parents? Tell me, please. I need to know.
Sapadal wanted to be heard, and in so doing, twisted your family in body and soul, broke them into a more suitable shape.
Sapadal does not know the limits of their strength. Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made? Do you have any idea what my life has been since your little mistake?
After the incident, your parents were like us, and we took pity. So we helped them move on, as they wanted.
In the end, they thought only of you, their pride, and their love.
That's it. That's really it. The answer I've been searching for all these years. Sapadal destroyed my family.
Ah, agora eu entendi o que o Guilherme quis falar. O Guilherme... É Guilherme, né, o nome dele? Não, é Marcelo. Marcelo foi o safadão. Aí o Sapadal... Sapadal é... parecido com safadão, mano. Nossa, agora que veio na minha mente isso aí. O que você tá falando, Marcelo? Safadão, o que tem a ver safadão? Aí, sapadal. Ah! Sapadal, safadão.
I don't hold you responsible. I don't even know if I hold Sapadal responsible. Your god has the intelligence of a scatterbrained goat. But that isn't their fault. It's simply how they came into being. I know they are. My mother and father would not have wanted this. A good animancer embraces death. And they were the best. Indulge me a moment. I've been waiting a long time for this. One final question, spirits. What is this? Why are you trying to ruin my life again? Is this your way of haunting me? What is it you want?
Well, that was 4 questions, but sure.
We want to apologize on Sapadal's behalf, and for the part we played in your sorrow.
They want to apologize. I came to the garden for answers, not to offer forgiveness. Shit. This is going to hurt. Sapadal has been trapped here for millennia. Alone. Confused. Screaming into the void for anyone who will listen. When they heard the voice of a stranger, they overreacted. How can I hold that against you? Apology accepted.
Thank you, Giada. And thank you, Godlike, for bringing her all this way.
The time has come for you to find your patron, as you were meant to.
Even a god can learn to regret.
Sapadal wishes to be understood, as all mortals do. Seen, as all mortals are. What you see is the truth, glimpsed through their eyes, and they wish to share it.
Now that you have returned to the garden, Sapadal has everything they need. We will fade, as all things fade. Death is indifferent, not cruel, not merciful, merely inevitable. The pulling of an ancient weed.
We will return to the soil from which we emerged. In time, you will do the same. Our purpose draws to a close. A long rest is assured. May the living lands receive you with open arms. Farewell.
Goodbye. We need to talk about this, but not here.
Give her space, dearie. Giada will speak more when she's ready.
Cadê? Como abre as portas agora? Ó, aqui tem um... Ah, tem um botão aqui, ó. O baúzinho aqui dourado. O que eu mais queria achar. Ó, um amuleto único. Vamos ver se o amuleto, meu amuleto é roxo ainda, mano. Peguei um amuleto dourado. Espero que seja bom, vamos ver. Invoca 3 companheiros esqueletos. O que eu tenho faz o quê? Eu tenho nega todos os danos físicos de armadilha. Nossa, com certeza eu vou usar esse. Preto dourado, mano. Mano, essas missões aqui muito boa, velho. Pegar outros itens bons. Tá doido. Vamos abrir essa aqui agora. Porta aqui, ó. O cabo dela vai lá pra dentro, mas eu não sei como... Eu vou ativar ela. Abri. Será que eu buguei o jogo de novo aqui? Nossa, velho, usei meu raio entre a parede e abriu aqui, ó. Carai, mano.
This place would be peaceful.
Pô, acho que não era pra eu vir por aqui agora não, mano.
It wasn't so dangerous.
Seal was in its haste. Full splendor. On the left.
Tá com o tuço.
Feels familiar. Hurry, let's go inside.